Hello boaters, I'm James with Motion RC, and today we're going to be doing a quick video talking about scale of different RC warships and battleships that we have here at Motion RC from our Bancroft lineup. Before you, as an example for today, I have both versions of the USS Missouri that we have on sale. The larger version in the back is going to be the 1/150th scale. She's about 70 inches. And the one in front is the 1/200th scale. She's about 53 inches. So right off the bat, you could see the big differences in size. Now we have a few of these ships out there where we have multiple versions in different scales, and I've seen a few comments on videos saying I don't really get an idea of the differences on there, and some of it might be subtle, and that's what I kind of want to talk to you about today. The beauty of these RC boats is that, again, you do have options. So a lower price for the smaller scale boat, a larger price for the bigger scale boat. But when you go up to the larger scale, you're going to be seeing stark differences when it comes to the detailing of the ship. Obviously, on a smaller reproduction, they're not going to have as much space, if you will, to make certain things as exact replica as they can. And the larger you go up in scale, the more detailed they can become. So when we're looking at these two Missouris, there are some very stark differences that you could see around different parts, like the antennas on the top of the main superstructure. You could see just how different they are one to the other. The 1/150th is able to be a little more scale, a little more grandiose. A lot of the rigging that's pre-installed on all these ships, you could see on the 1/150th, there's more wiring, more rigging. They have more room to make it look more realistic, or as realistic as they possibly can, versus the 1/1200th. You could see it on the main big guns. There's a lot more rivet work you could see along the top on the 1/150th side versus the 1/200th side, and the guns themselves have more detail. A lot of the chain towards the front of the ship, you could see they have more room to stretch it out, make it a little more comparable. Some of the rope lines that they have on the deck itself, on the 1/150, you see they actually go in there, they could paint them black and make them look different, whereas they're so small on the 1/200th scale that it would be much harder to do. And then on the back part, the planes on the back of the skids are going to be a little more detailed, a little more pronounced on the bigger version versus the smaller version. So all around, you're going to see these differences between both scales. You know, I know for a fact we have two Arleigh Burkes. One is 144th scale versus 1/100th scale. And then we have two Titanics as well in the similar scale as this. We have a 1/150 and a 1/200. So when you go with the, I guess, the lower fraction, so the 1/200 would be the lowest fraction, and you start moving up, that's where you're going to see the differences really out there before you. So I hope this video helps. It's not to say that the smaller version isn't beautiful and detailed. It's just that when you get to the larger options, you can really see the fine tuning. Like even in this picture here on these Missouris, you see just on the sidewall that on the 1/150th, you could see the orange life-saving rings, you could see the red detail, the doors, the ladders on the side of the ship themselves. They're actually pronounced there, where on the 1/200 scale, they're just sort of set there. They're not as pronounced and protruded and looking as detailed. So when it comes down to it, obviously price is going to be the main factor for most people. If you're interested in a boat, you may not be able to afford the highest step up, and that's no problem. We're happy to have the lower scales available. But then also, just somebody might be wanting more detail. You know, if detail is what you want and you're going to be getting one of these ships, and you can afford it, then definitely go to the larger version, because you're just going to get more boat and more bang for your buck, I think, in the long run. The larger the ship is, it's going to do better, you know, in rougher waters, because obviously we can't make the lakes that we bring these to scale, scale waves. So they're going to have normal size waves, which is going to look, for any of these boats, is going to make it look like a tidal wave sometimes if you get out there in choppy conditions. So obviously you want to get out there when it's glass either way. But I just want to show you that both versions, it doesn't matter which one you go with whatever's best for you in your price point and as far as the details. But I hope this video will just give you a better idea of the types of things you can expect when comparing two exact same ships that are in different scales. So remember guys, a 1-to-1 scale is going to be the exact replica. A 1/2 scale or half scale is going to be a half size replica. And then it goes all the way down. When it comes to our Bancroft warships, we tend to produce them in 1/100, 1/144th. There's 1/72 scale, and then you have a lot of 150s and 1/200s. And the 1/150s and the 1/200s are going to be for the largest real life ships. You know, obviously the Missouri was a gigantic ship. So if I made a 1/200 size, you know, houseboat or, you know, small boat you'd see on your lake fishing boat, you couldn't even probably make it to compare to this size. So, you know, I'm not sure exactly why they pick the sizes they do, but obviously shipping and box sizes and things like that, a lot of logistics go behind it. But overall, I hope this video helps you guys out when choosing your next Bancroft ship. And if you're on the market for a Missouri, both of these are in stock as we speak. Links to all the Bancroft ships are going to be in the description down below. So guys, we want to thank you so much for watching this video, and as always, we want to thank you so much for shopping at both motionrc.com and motionrc.eu. So that'll do it for this video, guys. Any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and as always, we'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.